Ready? Link!
Okay, so Link's game plan. Being the walking arsenal that he is, he has a ton of tools to keep your opponent at bay. Link's basic strategy is to use every tool in his arsenal together to keep your opponent second guessing their approach. My general order: throw a boomerang, shoot a couple arrows, pull out the bombs and start pressuring with those. Your opponent will have to navigate this minefield of projectiles in order to get in, which leads us to Link's up close game, which isn't that bad either. He has great normals, tilts, aerials, even some good smashes. If your opponent does make it in, there are a few good options. Link's new grab is very quick and can combo into up tilt, up smash for some good damage at low percentages. All of his aerials have better recovery and are safe, but the one to focus on is his neutral air. He's got a long active hitbox and is safe 99% of the time. Feel free to throw this move out all the time. His back air is good as well, but I like to use this to set up for my kill combos. The first hit of Link's B air is a sour spot, but causes the opponent to flinch long enough to get a guaranteed up B for some good damage or even a kill. Lastly, his down air is the same as it's always been. Spikes if you time it right, but works as a great pogo stick with high priority to drop an opponent. Okay, so now we're going to talk about Link's new bombs. They're incredible. They're now remotely activated by pressing the down B button again after the bomb is drawn, but until you detonate it is a projectile that can be thrown around as much as Link wants. It does detonate on its own after about 30 seconds or so keep this in mind. This can set up for traps, combos, edge guard setups, and a lot of kills. The bomb is the tool that makes Link now, so you need to experiment with them. Personally, what I like to do with the bomb is to leave it on the platform at all times and kick it around, hit it with a boomerang, always keep it moving so the opponent loses track of it. Then when I see an opportunity to use it, strike. The bomb has good knockback and kills around the mid 100s, around 130 to 140, and higher of course in my experimentation. I cannot stress enough to use Link's tools. He is nothing without them, so definitely get in the habit of flooding the screen the second the match starts. So as for Link's edge strategy, he has several effective edge guarding techniques. There's the basic use, the neutral air to catch a recovering opponent, which is as effective as with any other character. However, Link's mid-tier recovery makes this a little bit risky, since if he gets hit by the wrong up B on his way up, it could result in Link himself dying. Avoid using this if the opponent is directly below the stage because it can result in your own death. Second is his down air. Basically an even riskier neutral air, but if you want style on your opponent, the spike it gives is as satisfying as ever. But this is the move to use if the opponent is directly below the edge, as it gives Link better coverage going down, and even if mistimed, edge spikes are easy to get with this. Third, and my personal favorite, the zoning edge guard. Like I said, Link is a master of his tools. He's nothing without them, so why even go off the stage? Every single time I launch an opponent, I go for a boomerang, bow, bomb, setup, so my opponent has to work to get back up. But also, I guarantee myself stage advantage if they do get back to the stage. This is the safest option and can be just as effective as the other two with none of the risk. Going off the stage for the guaranteed kill has its place, but if they're launched far off the stage, landing a well-timed arrow can often be more than enough to seal it. But alright, that's really it for the absolute basics. As far as just some general tips, be tricky, keep your opponent guessing, because Link doesn't have the speed or the power some of these other characters do, but he is extremely tricky. Bombs, arrows, boomerang, use all of these things you possibly can, because Link is awesome in this game, but not for the same reasons that other characters are. He takes some getting used to, so practice makes perfect. Lastly, I wanted to talk about some of Link's matchups against the new top tiers. So K. Rool. Link can outzone K. Rool very easily, and these guys tend to get very frustrated when their usual stuff doesn't work and make mistakes. Punish them then. The Fire Emblem characters. Their speed can be annoying if they get in, but keep them out and punish mistakes hard. They have no reliable way to deal with the projectiles, so take advantage of that, and then make sure to punish their poor recovery as well. Similarly to the Fire Emblem characters, the Inklings have the same weakness. Link can punish their recovery very effectively with his bomb. Use this to the max to guarantee some kills. And the Belmonts, it's a zoning war. Link can effectively zone from a longer distance than these guys, so stay out of their range, but in your effective range, to maximize damage before going in for the kill. And that's all I have for you guys. Link is a ton of fun in this game and feels like a fresh and new character. Use these fundamentals as experiment with the character to find out what works for you. Oh, and since this video is going up on Christmas, Merry Christmas to those that celebrate, and till next time everyone.